I now will recognize the very distinguished gentleman from the 4th District of Illinois, Mr. Garcia, who's been such a leader on so many of the things we've been talking about today.
Thank you, Ranking Members Raskin and Durbin, for this very timely convening. And of course, to all the Attorney General that are here today and have been leading the fight against this administration's lawlessness, including my friend, A.G. Raul from Illinois. It's hard to believe that it's only been 5 months since Trump was sworn into office, and that he and his lapdogs have done everything to weaponize the federal government to serve their corrupt, criminal, cruel, and racist agenda. This isn't about America first. This is about Trump first. And it's an openly authoritarian movement that demands obedience to its leader, who has violated the law in so many ways that it's hard to quantify. In this perilous moment, I'm grateful that we have a group of attorneys general who are fighting back, not just because of policy disagreements, but because of what's on the line, and that's constitutional rule. Attorney General Raul, thank you for being here, and of course, thank you for everything that you do to protect the rights of people in Illinois and around the country. Can you, even though we've touched on it already, explain the importance of the lawsuit over birthright citizenship, the executive order, and why this is personal to you?
Yes, thank you, Congressman. I thank New Jersey on their leadership. I was born to a Haitian immigrant mother who was not yet naturalized at the time of my birth, so I am a birthright citizen. And I know that there are many like me who've contributed to this country, including more recent birthright citizens. Fundamentally, the language in the 14th Amendment, it goes beyond just the topic of birthright citizenship. The language in the 14th Amendment is plain. And this was one of our very first lawsuits. And to the extent that the administration is going to violate a constitutional amendment that is so clear in its language, we are very much threatened in every subject matter area. The judge, as it was, I believe it was mentioned earlier, spoke about, I think it was Ranking Member Raskin mentioned, how any lawyer could come in and present an argument with regards to it, but he also said it was just blatantly unconstitutional. The language of the 14th Amendment is clear. If you're born here, you're a citizen here.
Thank you. And changing gears, can you talk a little bit about the work to prevent the dismantlement of the Department of Education? And if that were to occur, what's the harm, what's the damage being done to children and students and parents and teachers, all of the implications of that EO if it came to fruition?
Yes, Congressman, as you know, my former basketball teammate was the former Secretary of Education, Arnie Duncan, and we've discussed the damage in particular to some of the most vulnerable students, students with disabilities that services through the Department of Education go towards helping their students who won't have access to the processing of financial aid such that they can attend schools. There's funding that helps school districts in some of the most vulnerable areas of our state that will be disadvantaged by dismantling the Department of Education.
Well, thank you and your colleagues for your work on that front. And finally, to a former member of the House from the state of Minnesota, last week, General Ellison, 3 colleagues and I went to an ICE processing center that's now been turned into a detention center. We stood in the hot sun in the morning. People had been in line already because they had appointments. They were checking in as they were requested to do so. We identified ourselves. It was hot, almost 2 hours. they would not open the door. When they finally sent someone to talk to us after I yelled through a fence on the side, a gentleman came over, masked, nameplate, concealed, and told us that if we wanted to request access to that facility, we had to send an email. I corrected him and told him we had every right to be there. Was I within what the law states? And what do you think about that experience for 4 members who are seeking to interview constituents that we had reason to believe were at that center, and the denial of our ability to conduct oversight?
It's outrageous. It's wrong. And we have to loudly protest it. We have to seek out all remedies available to not allow this kind of behavior to occur. The mask issue is something deeply disturbing, as I noted a little earlier, and I think you heard me. I've done the research on whether or not there is a mask or no mask requirement for ICE agents. There doesn't appear to be, but there should be. And it's something that I really hope that we can see get passed. And I think a lot of people on both sides of the aisle will agree that it should be. It's outrageous and it's wrong, but I hope you'll allow me to just say, you asked AG Raul about education. Think about it this way. They want to attack Head Start. They want to attack Job Corps. They want to attack K-12 education if you have DEI. They want to attack libraries and museums. They want to attack NPR and PBS. They're literally trying to dumb down America if you look at it in a comprehensive way. Why are they attacking every way that the public gets to know about stuff? Just a thought.
Thank you, chairpersons.